besties.
I'm a Barbie girl in a dolly world.
Yeah, so you probably know by the title of this video what's about to go down. And it's probably not surprising because you know, if you've watched any of our videos, our deep and everlasting love for the BCU, which is the Barbie Cinematic Universe. And this summer, we've recently did like a marathon of what we consider to be the golden age of Barbie.
Yeah, just not really the golden age, just the golden films.
The golden films.
They're scattered about that strange world of the Barbie Cinematic Universe.
So last night we were on a yacht, which by yacht I mean an inflatable pool inside of our pool.
Yes.
And we were watching Barbie and the Secret Door when we were just like suddenly inspired.
Also, by the way, we don't consider that to be a great film.
No.
We were just doing that because that one is very disturbing and we just thought, hey, let's watch a disturbing one.
Yeah. So we were suddenly inspired. We're like, oh my god, we need to beep bop boop connect the dots here.
Yeah, so we're going to be sorting each doll from, we're going to start with the Girl of the Years this time, and maybe we'll do the historical dolls in another video if you guys want to. This is not going to become like a huge series or anything because...
Yeah, I'm sure like, this is very niche content for people, like, I feel like there's a very small intersection between the two, so like, yeah, who knows if anyone will watch this, but... We're gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best to explain kind of the characters on both ends. Because you're not gonna know if we don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna start with the Girl of the Years and see kind of who we think they would be in the Barbie universe, because why not? So, starting with, of course, Lindsay Bergman herself.
Starting with the woman who started it all,
Lindsay Bergman.
So we're just going to give you a little flavor, a little taste of her story.
But not too much.
We're not going to go too into detail. We're just literally looking at the Amazon product description of her book, so...
10-year-old Lindsay is continually getting into trouble despite her well-meaning, impulsive efforts to rescue a classmate from bullies, cheer up her depressed uncle, help with her brother's upcoming bar mitzvah, brighten up her neighborhood, and spark a little romance between two teachers.
So as you can see, Lindsay is just like a normal everyday girl, very slice of life, kind of matchmaker, kind of meddling in other people's business.
Kind of weird.
So what's going to happen is me and Paige are going to think for a little bit, and then we're going to try to see if we have the same thought of which Barbie character and Barbie movie matches this the most. Okay, so we're done contemplating this very deep question. And I'm feeling pretty confident with my answer.
Now, keep in mind, we didn't contemplate this together.
No. We're gonna see if we get the same one, because it's more exciting this way.
And, I mean, to me, Lindsay is actually really difficult.
Yeah. It's because she's
there's not enough to her, I think, when...
Yeah.
Like, she's just too hard, because she's so, I don't know. She's almost too relatable, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But I think I got a good one. So, 3, 2, 1. Barbie in a fashion fairy tale.
Oh, I was saying...
Okay, wait, why Rock and Royals?
I was just gonna say the princess in Rock and Royals.
Rock and Royals.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, I can see what you're saying, because she's, like, in people's business. I kind of get that.
I just thought she was a little quirky.
Yeah, she is quirky.
To me, I don't know, she just kind of reminds me of Lindsay in a way.
Okay, so...
They all kind of have a little...
They all have a little Lindsay.
I couldn't think of one.
Okay, my connections I thought were pretty good because she's helping the aunt. Who is kind of like the depressed uncle in this situation, you know?
I wish I saw that.
And she's meddling in other people's business. I feel like Barbie in Fashion Fairy Tale is like the most meddly Barbie character there is. Like, she's really getting up in people's business.
Oh, she definitely is up in her Aunt Millicent's business, but like, she doesn't need to be. Her aunt is like going under and like...
Yeah, and even that
she's trying to rescue her aunt and stuff.
Even that weird fashion assistant that Aunt Millicent has, she's just like really up in people's business.
For real. I didn't think about this. If I saw it, I didn't think about that, but
yeah, so
that's who she really is. I agree with that. I really just couldn't think of anybody.
Yeah, so that was hard. I think it'll get easier as we go on, and like the stories get more outlandish. So
next will be Kaylee Hopkins.
Alright, so just for a little refresher on Kaylee Hopkins, she's a 10-year-old girl who lives in California, loves the ocean and body surfing. She loves to visit the tide pools and surf with her best friend Tess. She and her father also like to visit the restaurant off the beach. Her father paints. When she hears that a development is trying to remove the local tide pools, she works hard to try to save them in her own way. Courageous, compassionate, athletic. All the great stuff. So let's think about it and we'll come back to you guys.
So now with Kaylee, there's a couple that I think can stand out. I mean, like, you can think, oh, mermaids, oh, surfing, oh, this, that, but I think that there's a couple, you know, that...
Barbie loves to do, like...
Or I like animals and that.
Yeah.
But,
anyways, this actually took us no time at all, so I'm curious to see what you got. Ready?
So...
1, 2, 3... Mermaid tail.
I was saying dolphin magic.
Oh,
and
okay.
Here's my reason is because that kind of goes about with people trying to get rid of the dolphins and all of that. And
that dolphin is going to make me a fortune.
They're actually about, like, taking down areas and stuff that harms the dolphins, and there's Ken becoming a marine biologist and all of that.
I was told this pool was for rehabilitating sick or injured animals.
He doesn't look sick or injured. I wonder if he got himself in and can't get out. Hey! Get away from there!
Whereas I think Mermaid Tail is more about, would be more about, like, Kanani or, like, Joss, where...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. I was just saying that because, like, the whole premise of the villain is that she's, like, killing the ocean ecosystem.
I could see that.
So, like, and then it's, like, Kaylee's job to save the day. And then, you know, she likes surfing. It's kind of a loose connection, though, and I think I like yours better with Dolphin Magic. I think it's more grounded. That movie's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dolphin Tail's probably the better one.
Dolphin Magic, I think.
Dolphin Magic, yeah. Whatever that's
I could see that.
Yeah. But there are, like, a bunch of Barbie movies about just, like...
like ocean life.
Oceans and
even,
mermaids.
like, you could just see a couple different, like... Even, like, just...
and saving the wildlife.
Yeah, wildlife in general.
And that's so Barbie.
But I think Dolphin Magic would suit Kaylee pretty well.
I love that for her.
Alright, so next would be...
Marisol Luna.
Marisol loves to dance, so when she finds out she will be moving away from her friends and neighborhood to a suburban town without a dance studio, she's very upset. She makes a friend in town with her missing cat.
What?
Wait. She makes a friend in town, finds her missing cat, and recruits a dance teacher and is able to face the move. Okay, so...
This is extremely interesting.
Because this one's going to be kind of...
There's so many Barbie dancers. I like how, like, scientific we're taking this. This is a very serious video. Let us consult the Wikipedias.
Okay, so Marisol's pretty tough.
I feel pretty confident with mine. Ready? 1... Oh, say it again. 1, 2, 3.
12
Musketeers. What? How is it spelled?
I don't know. I thought she was Genevieve.
Okay. Whatever that means. I was thinking Three Musketeers because it's the only one where, like, the main character moves somewhere. So she moves there, and she expects to get training to be a musketeer, but she doesn't because she's a woman.
Please, give me a chance. This day sure isn't turning out as I'd hoped.
But then eventually she recruits, like, a teacher, just like Marisol did.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, do you see that connection?
Yeah, I guess my only connection is that she's a dancer.
May I have this dance?
Of course.
But I think yours might be better.
I love Three Musketeers. The man in that movie sucks, though. I fly!
It flies.
I flies! You're a woman. You can't fight. I fly! I love him. Anyways, I feel good about our selections, except yours. You're gonna have to get Alright, refresh on Jess McConnell. When 10-year-old Jess McConnell meets a new friend on her trip to the ancient Maya ruins in Belize, she's invited on an eco-adventure and makes some real discoveries about the dangers in the Belizean jungle, about the people who have lived there long ago, and about herself. So, not a lot to go off of, but we're getting more adventure-y, which I think will help with our matching.
Okay, so I'm kind of torn between two for this.
Yeah, this one's a little vague enough to fit into a lot of different Barbie movies, but
It's kind of the plot for every Barbie movie.
yeah, it kind of is the plot for...
They go off
Yeah.
and, like, find themselves. Like...
Anyways, let's see if we have the same one. Ready? Okay,
So-
ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
Island
secret door.
Princess.
Okay, I was contemplating Island Princess as well, just because, you know, jungle vibes.
Actually, my thing was, like, you're saying that she's going off and, like, finding herself, whereas, like, Ro is kind of, like...
She's already there.
Ro is, like, going off on a boat.
Come with us. To civilization.
Civilization?
What lies beyond the horizon. A world of people like you and me.
Like,
Yeah.
with the dude.
Yeah.
And then she, like, finds the old, like, she sees the castle, and, like, whatever, like, she sees the whole, like, civilization, whatever, from her being, like, you know, in her little, like, her little animal friends, whatever, and she, like, finds herself, meaning, like, she finds, like, out that she's, like, you know, like, a princess, but not.
Yeah.
So, like...
I can see that.
Yeah.
I chose Secret Door because I figured, like, she's kind of learning about a civilization that's completely unlike anything she's ever known.
Yeah.
And it's got, like, this whole history. But I honestly don't like my pick. I don't know. I think Island Princess does work for it. It's a little complicated. I don't know. I don't really like the matches that we made for this one. So just comment down below if you have a better one.
Yeah, because honestly, I think Island Princess might work for another one as well.
Yeah. I don't know. Jess is complicated, but
Who is
aren't
Jess?
we all? Who is anyone?
Bryn.
Okay, so as of now, we're gonna go with Island Princess.
If no one else gets used with that better, then, you know, she'll be Island Princess.
Yeah, but she fits a lot of things.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll see.
Pretty generic.
So next we have Nikki Fleming, and I already know who I'm gonna pick.
What? I think. Oh wait, I actually know who I'm gonna pick too.
So let's just read Nikki's so that you guys know.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I think we're gonna have the same one on this one.
Okay, guys. So basically, Nikki Fleming trains service dogs. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you that. She's a 10-year-old. She's a natural with animals. She lives on a working Colorado ranch with her parents and younger brother. She's optimistic, generous, and compassionate. She loves skiing almost as much as she loves animals. She finds it hard sometimes saying no to people. Yeah, so, I mean, she trains a dog, that kind of stuff.
Okay, actually, now that I read this description, I forgot that was who Nikki was. So, now I'm not quite so sure, but I do have one in mind, but it's kind of weird. So,
3,
2,
1.
1.
The Great Puppy Adventure.
Ponytail. Okay, now that you say that, Great Puppy Adventure is actually the better one. I was just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say Puppy Adventure and Puppy Chase.
Yeah. I said ponytail because, like, ranch vibes, but that's all I had.
No, I mean, because it's like their grandma gives them all the puppies and, like...
They do train them,
Yeah.
so...
I think it just suits her. It's the puppies that they're kind of taking care of.
Yeah, those are actually my least favorite brand of Barbie movies, but that's
oh
okay.
God. That Barbie and her sisters thing. I'm sorry to Barbie and her sisters, but, like...
They suck.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and Nikki is a little
Puppy
adventure.
girl.
I guess Nikki is this little puppy
So,
girl.
I guess she'd be Barbie out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Well, yeah,
No,
she was always Barbie. that's what this
yeah,
is.
this is... Anyways, we'll just ignore that. Oh, by the way, this video is brought to you by Taco Bell. We're sipping our Baja Blast. Thank
As
you
we
so
speak.
much, Taco Bell. You
And Mommy.
changed our life. Yeah, and my mother for picking those up on her lunch break. You don't know how much it means to me.
Alright, next is Mia St. Clair.
Mia St. Clair! Mia St. Clair is a 10-year-old girl living in upstate New York. She grew up playing ice hockey with her 3-year-old brother. That's a typo. She's got skills and scrappiness it takes to be a star hockey player, but she's tired of skating in her brother's shadows, and she decides to follow her heart and pursue figure skating instead. Pushed by her coach, stay true to your heart, and hold her own in the world of competitive skating. This one to me is very much obvious, but let's see. I think this is the time where we actually get the same one.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The
Magic of Pegasus. Yay!
Yeah. Okay, so she's definitely Annika.
Yeah.
She has the sass too, because I mean Annika is definitely a sassy Barbie character.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong turn, princess.
Really? I hadn't noticed. Can you take me there?
Forget it. Your cub's gone for good.
Fine. Don't show me. I'll find her myself.
I was going to rescue you. Again. Only fools come to the Forbidden Forest.
And yet, you're here.
With the whole Wand of Light venture thing, I could see Mia. Like, that's definitely a Mia vibe.
Yeah, this might be like an unpopular opinion, but I actually do not like Magic of Pegasus, like, at all. It makes me deeply uncomfortable.
Here's me with the Magic of Pegasus. I don't like the Pegasus part.
Yeah, can we just have the magic?
I like the whole Wand of Light.
Yeah.
And her going to make the wand with the prince dude and going through all the, like, climbing up those hills and, like, almost falling down a cliff and, like, going through each step. That's great. Making each part of it. Fun times. Skating, fun times. The weird thing that my sister's a pony.
Yeah.
Weird.
I feel like there's even, like, a whole plot line with her, like, sneaking out to ice skate. So there's, like, kind of, like, oh my god, it's, like, it's her passion. Which I think matches Mia really well.
She definitely suits Annika a lot.
Yeah, so this one's pretty obvious, and I'm very happy with that one.
Yeah, and it's not just because she skates either, because...
No, they got the same vibe.
Yeah.
Moving on to...
Krista.
Krista Maxwell.
So, Chris's basic synopsis from her movie, so kind of just both books kind of put together in a way, would just be, having recently arrived at a new school, a 4th grade student finds herself being bullied by a swimming rival and her friends. So, let's think about this one, because I kind of have 2 in mind, but I have to think which one.
I think I have mine locked.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay,
3, 2, 1... Charms.
I was gonna say, Barbie Diaries.
Okay.
I think Princess Charm School as well, but it's kind of tied for me. I don't really know.
Charm School I get because, like, she goes to a new school.
I agree
and
with that.
she's immediately bullied.
And that was gonna be my first answer.
Even like, Krissa, the bullies eventually turn into, like, kind of friends.
That was gonna be my first answer because of that reason.
Yeah.
The only reason that I just spewed out Barbie Diaries was because I wanted that second option because I knew we were gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
And because that one is like a school kind of vibe with the same thing.
Same school vibe.
It's a school bully kind of situation, I guess.
I feel like there's less bullying in that one, and in that case, it's not like a new school environment either. She's already been there.
Yeah. I would say Princess Charm School because that was what I was gonna say actually, but those were the 2 I was between.
Yeah. So
I just thought we should say both. She's definitely Princess Charm School. I mean, she has Delancey there, and like at the end though, she even like of Krissa, she becomes friends with all of them.
I just got here. You just got here? Let me guess. Blair Willows, the lottery girl. Yes, so you understand. Oh, this is all so new to me, and I understand the lottery is a joke. Isn't it obvious? Commoners like you don't belong here.
Chloe! Yeah. Oh, you didn't get any Valentines. How sad. We can't have anyone in our club who didn't get any Valentines, can we? No.
You're a walking disaster.
Hello? Excuse me. Oh.
I'm so sorry. I have to go.
Let's do a little review on inequalities and the rules thereof.
Mr. Back,
Yes.
may I please take a break?
I'd like to see you after class.
Well, isn't that a surprise?
That's where they put the weakest swimmer. Hey, you guys see my clothes?
No, sorry.
Our uniforms! Everyone is in shreds!
But I've never swum anchor before. Are you kidding me? You're the strongest swimmer. You're like a human fish at the club. But I don't know. Come on. Do you want this team to win or not?
What are you... I'm supposed to be asleep. Tell me, are you really Princess Sophia? I don't know for sure, but I think so. I think so too. This is a map of the palace basement. There's something of yours inside the vault.
Blair, this is when the Princess of Gardania chooses her Lady Royal. Now, I know it's an important decision, so if you need more time, then...
I already know who I want. It would be an incredible privilege if my Lady Royal could be... Delancey. No one can make you feel inferior. Not without your consent. We're princesses, right?
We don't even have our crowns yet. And you...
I'm not talking about crowns. I'm talking about character.
Are afraid to speak out because the bullying might get worse. They think there's nothing that they can do about it. I know this from personal experience. But if they stop and speak up, things can get a lot better.
Bullies are trying to sabotage her succeeding at the thing that she wants to succeed at. So in Chris's case, it's the bullies are trying to, sabotage her swimming. And then in this one, they sabotage her princess becoming.
Yeah, I think the Barbie Diaries is a little bit different of a vibe.
Yeah.
Not so much bullying, more just a high school kind of a thing.
That was just like high school drama. I hate the Barbie Diaries, but maybe it will fit something else. I actually don't think it will, thank God. Anyways, this is a Kev hate channel.
That one just is really funny to me.
Yeah, but yeah, Krista and Barbie Charm School. That's an excellent movie.
So next is Lainey Holland.
10-year-old Lainey loves science and nature, but she has a problem. She's an outside girl with an inside family. She longs to go out and go camping, but they all want to stay home. It wouldn't be so bad if her best friend was around, but she's halfway around the world, living on her dream, studying wildlife. Lainey feels that she never gets to have any adventures anywhere, but when her favorite aunt comes to stay, Lainey discovers the wonders of nature are everywhere, even in her own backyard. Okay.
I have an idea of who I want to say, but it's kind of a stretch.
Wait, let me... I mean, I feel like there's only one option for me.
Okay. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Annalise.
Princess and the Pauper. Yeah, Annalise.
Yeah. Okay, now here, I know that sounds weird, but I mean, it's because Annalise actually likes her science. Like, there, you can see her talking about iron pyrite and stuff because she gets tutored and stuff, and she'll be like talking.
And she has that iconic line.
I think you're like this.
A rock?
Unassuming on the outside, but a treasure within.
calls him ugly in science.
She just, she loves her science and stuff, but the thing is, if you actually look at it, she is stuck inside.
Yeah.
And she wants to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and her family does not encourage her little science thing. They want her to be worried about getting married.
And all of that.
And all that jazz.
And then you could call her Lainey's aunt to be, like... Julian?
Yeah, like Julian. Like, I guess her aunt.
But, I mean, honestly, though,
scenario.
like, she wants to go out and have, like, an adventure. Like, the whole free song, that's Lainey right there.
Yeah, and she likes her science, so it's pretty good.
Alright, so next we have... Kanani!
Kanani again!
When Kanani's cousin Rachel comes to stay for a month, Kanani can't wait to show her what life is like in a friendly Hawaiian town, from eating shave ice to snorkeling with sea turtles. But Rachel seems homesick and unhappy. Kanani tries to help Rachel feel at home and have fun, but nothing seems to work until an urgent animal rescue on the beach brings the girls together. Then, just as things are going well, a silly mistake threatens the fragile friendship. Kanani feels terrible and longs to reconnect with Rachel. Before she can truly help her cousin, Kanani herself must learn the real meaning of the aloha spirit.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, let's think about that.
This one's gonna be hard. As suspected, this one was extremely difficult, and you guys have to be ready for the biggest stretch of your life, because this is so much of a reach, but... Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1... Pink shoes.
What?
Okay, so hear me out. Like,
I also thought of Diamond Castle.
Yeah, I was also thinking Diamond Castle a little bit, but I was thinking pink shoes because Kirsten, or whatever her name is really is really excited to show her friend the world of the ballet, but her friend is not happy.
Kristen, we gotta get out of here.
At all.
Her friend knows just as much.
Yeah, but she's homesick for real life. And then, their friendship is challenged. And I guess you could say that because she's, saving the frozen ballet dancers, that she's saving wildlife. And that brings them together.
Well, I mean, I thought of Mermaid Tale because, like, she, in a way, I think that Merlia herself is homesick when she goes down to her little kingdom and stuff. Like, she doesn't want to be a mermaid herself. That's one of the things about that mermaid story compared to the others, is that she's becoming a mermaid.
Yes.
And then she's going and she's meeting all of these mermaids and stuff.
Yes.
So in a way, she doesn't want to be friends with, like she does want to be friends with all these mermaids and stuff, but she's, like, contacting all her friends and, like, video chatting them underwater and stuff.
Yes.
And she doesn't really want, like, you know, she wants to go home, and she wants to be a normal surfer and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's got all this pink hair and, like, has to go fix a bunch of stuff underwater. It has to help all her, like, subjects and whatnot. But, like, you know, and it's, like, got all, you know, the sea turtles and whatnot. But,
power, friendship,
yeah,
kind of deal.
What do you think?
I think that yours probably fits better just because she seems more homesick.
But at the same time, I feel like this Mermaid Tale could also fit Joss really well.
Yeah, I was also thinking that. I do kind of see the pink shoe vibes. Like, I know you think I'm crazy, but, like, it's kind of there.
But do you not see that in Diamond Castle?
Diamond Castle is interesting because that one's, like, so much about friendship. And it's about a friendship breakup and a friendship reconnecting. So that would match more that vibes. But there's less that... I guess there is kind of a homesickness as well.
Yeah.
As they go on their little adventure. And I guess the wildlife that they're trying to save is that one girl in the mirror. Okay, we'll do Diamond Castle. I know that we didn't even, like, offer that as an option, but...
Sure, we're gonna go with Diamond Castle.
We're gonna go with Diamond Castle.
It's a stretch, but I think it's a good stretch.
Yeah.
Because it's okay.
That was hard. Anyways.
Okay, so next is McKenna.
McKenna!
And I already know who I'm going to be doing here, so go ahead and pause.
Oh, I know this one. Okay, guys. 10-year-old McKenna has always been a good student and great at gymnastics. When her grades suddenly begin to fall, her teacher suggests extra help from a tutor. She's horrified until she meets her tutor, who's a super confident girl who happens to be in a wheelchair. Josie encourages encourages McKenna to focus on her strength and work towards her goals one day at a time. Just as McKenna begins to shine at school, she's sidelined with a gymnastics injury and her confidence unravels. Now she's worried about her grades and earning a spot in the competitive gymnastics team. Can she find a way to believe in herself again? Okay.
Now, I'm thinking a very basic one here,
Me
but not so much of this tutoring.
Yeah. Ready?
So, I'm thinking of...
I think we're thinking the same one. Ready?
Mhm.
1, 2, 3.
Side Squad. Now,
yeah.
that's just because she's a gymnast.
Yeah.
Now, there's not really anything with the tutoring, and that's not going to happen.
No, but... but the gymnastics thing... Sorry. The gymnastics things is right there, so,
Renee, awesome, Teresa.
I mean, they're all gymnasts in that movie.
They struggle with confidence at some points.
I mean, the only other thing you could say is like Three Musketeers, but we already took that.
Her friends are in gymnastics. Friends are in gymnastics.
This is purely gymnastics.
It's just gymnastics.
They're actually doing gymnastics.
So, what are you gonna do? That's it.
Not the whole thing. But next is Sage, guys.
Oh, yeah. Doi.
Which I already know who we're doing.
Sage. Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, guys. So next is Sage Copeland, and she can be a little difficult.
Sagey-wagey.
She's a little difficult because she kind of has, you know, a little double whammy going on.
Yeah, she's an artiste, and she's a, well, spoilers, but...
She's got the horses going on.
Yeah, she's an artist, and she's a horse girl.
Yeah, so, like, when you add the horse girl to it, it kind of...
She could go a lot of different
She could
directions.
go both ways.
Yeah.
We don't really have both ways. But you can't have both ways, you know?
Yeah.
So, let me read Sage's kind of little thing. So, Sage is excited to go back to school until she learns art has been canceled and her best friend has found a new pal to hang out with. On the advice of her grandmother, Sage works to save the program and keep her friendship.
Yep.
So, if you guys...
she also lives on a ranch.
she has a ranch that she rides horses, and, like, she's got all that going for her, and she's got hot air balloons and whatnot.
New Mexico.
Yeah.
Chic.
So, let's do some thinking.
Okay.
I believe within this whole thing, there's two really obvious ones
Yeah.
that stick out.
Let's see.
And I don't know which one she's saying.
We'll just see what happens.
But there's one to me that I think really resonates with Sage more than the other. Now, I think that if you look at
I feel like mine's not good. But...
If you look at one, you're gonna take what the person is actually doing, like her hobby or what she's good at, rather than the story.
Yeah.
But the other one, if you actually pay attention to the actual story and stuff, I can actually see the character within it a little bit more.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. So I'm going to be saying
1, 2, 3.
A ponytail. Now, the other one I was going to be saying is Barbie Rapunzel. Now, I don't think that she's Rapunzel at all. Now, the only thing I was going to say that for is because she's paints.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I think Barbie Rapunzel's the only Barbie character who has, like, a painting hobby.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously that was going to be the other one that I was going to pick, but...
It's not Sage.
Yeah, it's not Sage.
At all.
It's not the vibe.
This is much more like she sees the horse and the wild horse magical big thing, and then she's like taming it.
Yeah, it's pretty family centric too.
Yeah, the big dramatic song too, like little like that little dramatic song, you know, where she goes tames that thing.
Yeah, and I feel like
very Sage.
Very Sage. It's, you know, concerned about your family. Got the horses.
Yeah.
Back girl.
Yeah, but there's not any area where there would have to be like let me save my school.
Yeah, there's no saving schools.
Yeah, no saving that. I would say that she's Barbie in a ponytail.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Isabel.
Yeah. La la la. Okay, Isabel, a 9-year-old dancer with a flair for fashion design, is thrilled to study ballet at a prestigious school. She has always been in her older sister's shadow until a famous ballerina encouraged her to audition for professional ballet. Okay, I immediately got one.
This one immediately draws me to the right. I think this one is just...
I think it's going to be the same.
And I think it actually really fits her.
Yeah, ready?
And I think it is Barbie.
1, 2, 3. 3,
Pink
pink shoes.
Yeah, and,
pink shoes.
And the big thing is that you got the whole Dizzy Izzy thing where she's like, you know, kind of she does the wrong moves and like all that. She kind of messes up the choreography and all that. Whereas like you got Kristen over here and she's over here like doing her own thing and all of that. And they're both at like schools.
Oh no. That's not the choreography. What's she doing?
Yeah, they're both at like ballet schools. They're both seeking to be professional ballet dancers.
And they're both kind of like off in their own like place.
And you got the thing with the friend who's the seamstress.
Whereas like Isabel is kind of, she's a seamstress. You can really see Isabel's story kind of in that movie.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
I wish I could dance the Black Swan pas de deux.
I think that one's pretty right on the money.
We have Grace Thomas. She takes an unexpected trip to Paris and finds a way to save her grandparents' bakery by joining in a season of MasterChef Junior.
Okay, guys, there was a very obvious one that we already used before. So we're gonna change Lindsay. We're gonna change her to
Barbie Diaries. I see it. And then, of course
that means that
Grace would be Fashion Fairy Tale because
it's just so obvious.
Paris. Paris?
Grace goes to Paris to
save her grandparents' bakery,
and then Barbie's going to Paris to save her great aunt's clothing line.
Thing.
It kind of makes sense.
It's very Parisian. It's kind of just obvious.
Yeah, and that's not why we were changing Lindsay at all. It's just Lindsay, I feel like, was just something that we couldn't decide, and I don't know. It's something about it that's just, I think this suits it a lot. Let's move on. To Leah Clark.
Yeah. Okay, Leah Clark is 10 years old and ready to explore the whole world just like her grandmother. But first she'll start with a family trip to Brazil where her big brother Zach is studying the rainforest. Leah's really excited to see the ocean, and when she does, she realizes she'd rather take a picture of it than swim in it. Can she overcome her fear and dive in? When she meets a new family friend who inspires her to embrace thrills and beauty of Brazil. But fun turns into danger. Leah must find the courage to face adventure head on. Where will the next adventure take her? Okay.
Okay, so I feel like mine might seem a little odd, but I stand by it, and it might seem odd, but...
mine's also kind of weird. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1...
Alina.
Secret door. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
So, the only reason I said secret door was like, oh, she's so excited to explore, but once she gets there, it's scary. That's kind of what I was going for.
Okay, well, I was thinking Alina from Barbie Fairytopia Mermaidia, and here's my reason is that when you were talking about jumping into the water and stuff, is because in that movie, she has to travel all the way with that messenger that takes her all the way over to basically Mermaidia to go save her friend.
And she has to trade her wings for a
tail.
No,
her friend is stuck and in danger.
Yeah.
Literally in danger. And she has to dive in to the water. And at some point she has to trade her wings for a tail to go swimming, even though she doesn't want to, because she just got her wings officially. And yeah, it's a very dangerous mission and stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on there with like little volcanoes and stuff underwater and all that.
I see that, and it's like a big adventure movie.
Very much.
I agree with that one. I'm happy with that one.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Very tropical. Next is Gabriella McBride. Gabby loves expressing herself, especially in the dance studio, but lately poetry is becoming her art form of choice, and for good reason. Gabby struggles with stuttering, and spoken word poetry helps her speech flow more freely. Still, compared to how confident she feels on the dance floor, speaking up can be scary. When the city threatens to close her beloved community arts center, Gabby is determined to find a way to help. Can she harness the powers of her words and rally her community to save Liberty Arts?
1,
Let's think about
2,
that.
3.
Princess and the Pauper.
Royals.
I meant pop star.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
That was actually my second choice.
I meant to say Princess the Pop Star. I'm so sorry.
I was saying Rock and Royals because, like, she starts really shy, and then she, like, finds her voice.
Oh, I could see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what my vibe was.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, of just Kira in Princess and the Pop Star.
Yeah.
Just because she writes her songs.
But she's, like, already confident, you know?
Well, yeah, I was thinking because she does her dancing and all of that, too. Like, she's a dancer, and then she writes her songs.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Rock and Royals kind of works better.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because it's kind of about her coming into her own voice.
Yeah.
And expressing herself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel good with Rock and Royals.
Yeah, let's go with that. Next is Luciana Vega.
Okay, Luciana is over the moon. She's going to space camp. But when she's picked to lead her team in a robot challenge, instead of rocketing her crew to success, she steers them straight into trouble. After that, her teammates don't trust her. In fact, Lucy's pretty sure they don't even like her. It's great to be good at science, but Lucy learns that it's not enough. If she's ever going to make it to Mars, she's got to be someone her crew can depend on no matter what. Okay, I feel like this one is pretty obvious. I actually don't know what the Barbie movie's called though.
I do. Okay.
Let me look at it. Okay, this one's pretty obvious. 3, 2, 1.
Starlight Adventure. So yeah, it's Starlight Adventure. I definitely think that she would be Princess Starlight, and yeah, so she goes to rescue the stars with her little team that she gets like set up with. Because, and I think that definitely sets up with like the little team that she's got going on in the little book here. I mean,
I just got a message from the palace. The king has chosen a group to help with his mission to reset the stars.
He wants you?
No, his council picked you.
Me?
And she wants to be kind of like a leader.
I mean, obviously she doesn't go to like the space and stuff, but it's in that sort of
realm.
But she does get like a team.
Yeah, she has a team.
And that happens in the
and she has to learn to be a good leader.
Yeah, like
Barbie is a leader. Her instincts are right.
Like she becomes kind of a leader, and they all work together, and like you know, they save the stars.
And they have like a challenge.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Feeling good about that one. So.
Yeah, and she's really chill. I definitely think she reminds me of Luciana. Now we have Blair.
Good
old Blair, guys. Blair in the first book in her series. Okay, she's a chef, decorator, chicken wrangler. Blair does it all at her family's restaurant, inn, and farm. Her recent food sensitivity has made her time in the kitchen and time with friends a little tough. Now she's got the perfect distraction, a wedding to plan. With her BFF by her side and a million creative ideas saved on her tablet, Blair is sure she can make the farm's first wedding an epic celebration. Between dress disasters, testing mix-ups, and more than one incident with a mischievous ghost, Blair soon realizes that wedding planning is a tricky business, and that balancing friendships is even trickier. Can Blair find a way to make things right, or will this wedding and her friendship turn into an epic fail?
Interesting.
Let's think about that.
This one was extremely difficult, but we finally found something that vaguely resembles Blair. So, I think, let's see, like, 3, 2, 1, perfect Christmas. Yeah, this one was hard. Basically, like, Barbie sees the elves planning Christmas, just like Blair plans a wedding.
Yeah.
And, they also bake cookies. And Blair likes to bake.
Definitely.
That's all I got, so I think that one works. What do you think?
Totally.
Okay.
Next is Joss.
Yeah, Joss. Joss is all in, 100%. When the surf's up, she pops out her hearing aid, hops on her bird, and paddles into the waves. Joss is stoked to be entering a surf video contest with her surf sisters, Sophia and Murph the bulldog. If she can master a killer aerial, like the front side air, and get her brother Dylan to catch it on video, maybe she even have a shot at winning. But Dylan throws her a curve. He dares her to try out for the cheer team. No way. Joss can't see herself as a cheerleader. She's 100% a surfer girl. And Dylan knows it. Still, she takes him as a stare. Maybe he'll help her with the video. It's worth a try, right? Okay, this one's pretty obvious to me.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Mermaid tail.
So this is one of the beach ones that we haven't used yet.
She's definitely Merlia Summers, bro.
Definitely surfer girl all the way in the surfer contest.
She's the queen of the waves.
She is the queen of the waves.
Whoa! Maria Summers is totally charging that crazy, ridiculous wave.
The only thing that doesn't fit is the cheerleading thing.
Cheerleading doesn't work very well, but there's not any cheerleaders.
Her friends are kind of cheerleaders.
But I mean,
for
her friends are cheering her on, so
yeah.
you know.
And they have like a little cheer song.
They have a whole cheer song for her.
So
I know that dance.
Yeah. So I think that works. They're both queen of the waves.
They're all queen of the waves, man.
Good for them.
Okay, so next we have Kira Bailey.
Kira Bailey.
Kira Bailey is living her dream, cuddling koalas and bottle-feeding baby kangaroos. Kira and her mom are spending the summer at a wildlife sanctuary in Australia, helping her Aunt Mamie, a veterinarian, care for the animals. When Kira falls in love with an orphan koala, Joey, her joy is complete, until a health emergency pulls her Aunt Mamie away. Suddenly, Kira can't seem to do anything right. She's put the wombats and her beloved koala Joey in danger, and now her friend Alexis won't talk to her. Can Kira find a way to catch a roving predator along with a few wayward wombats and earn back everyone's trust?
Oh.
Alright, let's see what we can do.
We're like really running out of movies here. Another toughie. I think I'm pretty okay with what I have.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2... Wait, I forgot the name of the movie. 1 second. What is it called? Oh, got it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Thumbelina.
Island Princess. I think that she's gonna be the guy in Island Princess.
Did we do it?
She's gonna be the guy.
Did we do Island Princess already?
We already did Ro. Now we're gonna do the guy.
Who was Ro?
I have no idea.
I chose Thumbelina because it's all about saving nature.
Okay.
And that's all I got for you, so.
True.
And I guess, you know, like, the fairies are endangered just like the animals are.
Yeah.
Okay, last one.
We have Corinne,
the woman of the hour. When the powder's fresh, Corinne snaps on her skis and takes a deep breath of crisp morning air. She and her sister Gwen have always called Aspen home, but moving in with her new stepdad Arnie changes everything. Sure, there are some perks, like a fancy bedroom and a new puppy named Flurry, whom Corinne trains to do search and rescue. Still, Corinne feels uncomfortable in her new family and hides the truth from her best friend Cassidy. The facts finally come out in the most disastrous way, and Corinne runs to the only place left that feels like home. But when she becomes lost in the mountains, will her survival skills be enough to save her? Okay.
Can you pause?
This is gonna be hard.
Pause that thing.
Okay, this last one was very difficult for me.
So I would say that
1, 2, 3, 12.
he would be Princess and the Pauper, Erica.
Okay, Erica. Why?
Because she has like been paying off a bunch of stuff, and she's just had to deal with a lot of people being very rude to her. You know it works.
No, I said 12 Dancing Princesses because when their dad goes into a coma, all the sisters must react to a new way of life.
Yeah, I think that I would probably be Genevieve from 12 Dancing Princesses.
Mhm.
And yeah, she has to deal with a lot of stuff as well. With that crazy lady in her house. No, like she has to adjust to she has to deal with, that's like her stepdad, imagine that.
Sure, yeah.
The new lady is like her stepdad that she doesn't like having in her house.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe this. Where did all my books go? It's not there. My things were fine right where they were. Bedspreads are awful. I miss all the colors.
Genevieve, late again. You know bedtime is now 8 o'clock.
Sorry, Your Grace.
Yes, tardiness is a terribly un-princess-like habit, don't you think?
She's so mean.
With all her
She's-
sisters.
Has to protect the sisters.
Yeah, it's like having that stepdad, but, you know...
Yeah.
It's like...
And they're always, like, missing their mom, and maybe that's, like, they're missing their real dad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like the new parent, but it's not...
It's, you know, family drama. We like that.
Yeah.
So, there you have it.
And here's our little, like, little
list.
chart.
Yeah.
With our little, like, equals.
Yeah. I think some of them are more obvious than others, but I think we've drawn a lot of beautiful connections between the Barbie cinematic universe...
Two worlds.
And the AG cinematic universe. Two worlds colliding in such a beautiful way. Tell us your favorite Barbie movie in the comments.
And if you guys want to see this done with the historical dolls,
yeah, let us know. We did start to lose our mind a bit because it started to get very difficult to
just
draw
on some of
connections.
them, because
yeah,
I feel like towards the end some of them got harder, while some of them got easier.
Yeah, but if you want us to see us lose our mind yet again, let us know.
Because I feel like the historical dolls would actually be easy in some cases.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas some would be a little more difficult. It kind of depends, once again, on the doll.
Anyways, we love you to bits and pieces. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope your Baja is not melted. I hope that your quesadilla is extra grilled.
Bye!
Bye! Smell you later.
Barbie! Barbie, bye-bye!